that have been in South Africa in the period of 14 days could not access the United States. So with that information, I decided to discontinue my trip to the US and I returned here. However, I want to inform our colleagues all over the world that the activities in the United States actually are continuing. Many of our fellow leaders have made the trip, those that have not been to South Africa, and I will personally be making the trip when these days are over, the 14 days. But still, like I say, the activities are continuing as planned. I will be present, although virtually, on the engagements tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. So much as I will not be physically present, I will be virtually present, and those leaders that were not able to make the trip will also be present virtually. But like I said, two of my deputy presidents have made the trip. Our Secretary General will be there, and I'm sure we will be very well represented. I continue to call upon the comrades in the diaspora to be involved. This might have come in a way that we would not want it to come, but it communicates to us that we can function wherever we are, under whatever circumstances. I also want to add my voice to condemn the outright lawlessness that we continue to see in this our country. Yesterday, the nation was, witnessing yet another shocking episode when the Honorable Alan Sewanyana was released from prison. However, was immediately abducted by state operatives in a van, infamously known as a drone. Honorable Sewanyana and Honorable Segirinya were given bail, but up to today, Honorable Segirinya is still held in prison, while Honorable Sewanyana was released but immediately abducted. Up to now, we are yet to know where exactly he is. This should speak to us about the unlawfulness of the Museveni regime. We saw this happen 16 years ago when the Black Mambas abducted freed prisoners. While Museveni comes on TV and lies and pretends to be a proponent of the rule of law, while he comes and criticizes all this illegality, we continue to see it happen, of course, under his command. So this should further inform the world that we are being ruled, or rather misruled, by a clear tyrant, and we must continue to work and fight to end this state of affairs in our country. Again, I will make a comment on what General Museveni said when he came out and announced the opening of churches, the opening of markets, and most notably the opening of betting businesses, but disturbingly keeping the schools closed. Now our children are stuck home, but they are allowed to go to betting clubs, they are allowed to go to the markets and to the churches as well, but the schools are open. So it seems that it's okay for Museveni for everything else to continue as usual, but for the schools to continue being closed. We should remember that we are the only country in the region that has schools closed. The numbers of teenagers getting pregnant are skyrocketing. We also Museveni come out to assert that it's okay for our young children to be impregnated, to get pregnant for as long as they've not died, thereby seemingly endorsing the immoral people that get our children pregnant, and also his wife also castigating the parents that they are apparently responsible for the pregnancy, for the early pregnancy of their children. It further speaks to the disconnection of those that rule over us from the people that are being ruled. It is sad, but again, it reminds us how much and how urgent the fight to free ourselves is. Otherwise, every day, like I say, every month, every week, and every year that Museveni rules over us, we go back 5 steps behind. And it should speak to us. My message again to the comrades in the diaspora: stay united, stay focused. We are relying a great deal on you because you are living in countries that are under the rule of law. Therefore, you can exercise your rights to protest, to demonstrate, but most important,